I decided to participate in this course because I wanted to make a greater commitment to Ultimate, or to improving as a player, and it felt short enough. I was like, okay, I can commit to like 3 weeks. I hadn't worked with you before, so I was interested in that, and given the climate and like the lack of ability to do a lot of things to improve your game, I thought it'd be really useful, especially going into the winter. I think one thing that really stuck out to me is like, if you have this goal of getting here, like on X team or any team of any level, like what's the easiest way to get there rather than just becoming a complete player, which is like still something, I want to try to improve in all areas, but it really helps narrow it down and focus for me. And it's like, if that is the ultimate goal, this is what will get you there. And like, once you're there, you can expand on things. But I just found that to be a really useful way of thinking about it. And I hadn't before. I thought about like positions, like what positions I play, but never in such a specific way. So yeah, and it's kind of nice to know and like describe, oh, this is the kind of player I am or that I could be, and this is what it takes to improve that. Ooh, okay, one of the things that was tough, right, was like thinking like what kind of player I am. I'm like, I did have to reach out to other people, and it is like a lot based on like myself and my own perception, so I'd say that's a challenge because it's really, really hard to be objective, and things are also very like relative to what. I'd say that's the biggest challenge, but like we do what we can like with what we have, right? And like it's also really important to be reflective, and I think that in and of itself is a practice, and it becomes easier to evaluate yourself if you're paying attention, and if you're also paying attention to what and how other players play. So I think this course, like, it presents its challenges, but also the solution to those challenges. It's straightforward and laid out, I think, in a way that's like not intimidating and digestible. And if you're like overwhelmed by all of the offerings that UAP has, it's a really good like intro to it. In the little bit that I have played throughout the course, I've seen my own like mental state be a little bit different. I find myself paying attention to like different things. And I've thought a lot about like how even other aspects of my life contribute to or defeat my goals within Ultimate. And not to say that like everything revolves around that, but it just brings that to the forefront, like, will this aid or not? So those are benefits of just like of thinking, having like goal setting and habits more at the forefront that relate to Ultimate throughout my day, or even like in the context of Ultimate. Like I'm thinking of other things like, oh, visualize this, like set your intention of how you want to play, sit back and think about like how you played. So I think that's a big benefit, is just to like adding a whole other layer to what it means to play and to what it means to like become a better player. I think I have a really nice like toolkit like to move forward and to continue improving my mental game, I think. So I have like some concrete things that I can do and like habits that I can like begin to practice that I think will be really helpful. So yeah, I mean, I guess another maybe more honest answer is I wasn't sure what I was expecting. I was going to get something, and I think I certainly did.
Great.